Hey there everyone, this is Aurelian, and we're playing Jedi Academy. Sadly, as we are at the end of Tier 3, we have another note from one of our mentors.
We need you back at the Academy right away.
Yeah. But I believe we've already gone through all of the possibilities, so we're just gonna get a neutral one.
Your future is clouded. Make your choices carefully.
I know, I'm disappointed too. Anyway.
The time has come to put an end to the disciples of Ragnos. I believe that Tavion is storing force power in the scepter for one purpose, to resurrect Marco Ragnos.
Is that possible?
The Force holds a great many secrets. It may be possible that if a high enough concentration of Force energy is infused into a body, the cells might regenerate, bringing the person back to life.
We have to stop them.
No kidding. So we're going to Korriban, huh? Not exactly a vacation spot.
Korriban? Never heard of it.
It's the burial place of a whole bunch of Sith Lords.
If Ragnos is resurrected, there's no telling what he might be able to do. It will take all of our strength to stop him.
There's more.
We're not heading to Korriban just yet. I just received a distress signal from Rosh.
Rosh? Where is he?
He's being held captive on Tasper 3. It's an Imperial-controlled planet, a real paradise.
How did he get a message out?
I don't know, but we can't leave him there.
Rosh could still belong to the dark side. It could be a trap.
It could be, but I'm not willing to let him die there if it isn't.
What about Ragnos? We have to go to Korriban.
Well, if we're lucky, we'll catch up with everyone else before the fireworks start. If you don't want to help me...
No. I'm coming.
And there we have it. Now as I mentioned in the last part, I did set down the difficulty to Jedi. Actually began a recording before remembering to do that, but it is such a good thing that I did remember in the end. As you'll be seeing. Thank you, Papa. And I'm loading up heavy. Well, just look at this place. You know what's going to be there.
I'll go in the back way. If we enter from both sides, we're bound to find him.
That's what he said. And yeah. No such thing as convection. Now, I did want to see if on Jedi difficulty the rockets would actually be worth anything. Because I've never played on that difficulty, so I didn't know, I don't know where, I don't know where many of the weapons stand in terms of effectiveness. But 2 rockets still didn't kill him, which is a pity, but not altogether unexpected.
Let's see some ID.
I think he takes 2 rockets to take down on. The rockets just aren't very good.
You're under arrest.
Now you can see the, like this room, I hate to say, is kind of repeated a bunch of times in this level with variations to it. It's a little samey. It's not bad. But this level is very samey and it's very long, as you can see from the video length.
It's hot here.
Switch controls the bridge. The other switch... I don't know if it does anything. I thought it controlled a bridge higher up, but I don't think so. And yeah, it was only a matter of time before those guys showed up.
Out of my way.
Normally I wouldn't always bring the Stuker, but then normally I would actually occasionally use my guns, whereas here, I mean, as soon as we reach Tier 3, ranged weapons just weren't very good. But he's hardly the last one of those we'll find, although... Okay. He's kind of the biggest sucker punch. But yeah, that door is still locked. We actually do need to go up and use the bridge up there. By taking an elevator that was locked previously. It just happened to be unlocked by the guy coming out to investigate. Yes, Pun Pun, you did sort of vaguely hear something that sounded like a squeak. You don't have to yell at it. Thank you.
The Jedi are here.
There's no escape.
This is our first actual Jedi difficulty lightsaber battle. As you can see, I'm a lot more successful on this difficulty.
Hold your own shoot.
Come get me, Jedi.
Yeah, that's something you can also do, is, you know, actually use Force Lightning against cultists. Honestly, that's something I do have to say. If you ever play this game in the future, play it on Jedi. Padawan is a little easy. Lightsaber battles can still kind of be random, but... I don't know how much of that you heard. I heard very little on the first or the second listening. So, who knows? Something about the higher-ups knowing when and where you fire your weapons and the other guy getting nervous and walking away. So, you know, pretty standard Empire stuff. As I was saying, Jedi difficulty appears to be exactly the right mixture between possible to die and, you know, lightsaber battles not being stacked that heavily against you. Yeah, this is just a dead end with a broken bridge, so you need to push that crate over and jump through the hole in the grating there, which is kind of not immediately obvious, but that's fine. Here we need a security key, so let's go get a security key. By lightning. I thought I would see what was up there, but no, that's a down elevator. Pretty sure it's coming from where we just were. Also spotted the monitor there, so decided to look through it. We'll be heading in that direction momentarily.
You will die by my hand.
Specifically, a quarter of a second after I finish the word momentarily. Pretty great. Yeah, even advanced saber users are relatively easy to kill in this difficulty. But I mean, they can still mess you up. Don't get me wrong. But it is certainly a lot more reasonable to expect to kill them on your first try. In fact, I didn't die a single time playing through this level. is nuts. Usually I would. That was just to show that even on a lower difficulty, the flechette weapon is just garbage when it's in your hands. When it's in enemy hands, oh yeah, you can bet a few of the shards will get through. And you'll take untold amounts of damage. I don't know if you can see him, but there's a sniper on that ledge. You probably saw him fall, if nothing else. That was something I remembered. I don't think I spotted him until I started firing. But he has a disruptor rifle, and you know, it's not nearly as dangerous on lower difficulties. But it's still a nasty surprise, even on battle. I finally remembered how I dealt with those all the other times I've played this game. For some reason I thought it had to do with...
You're under arrest.
like, force gripping them and something, but no, just 3-time lightsaber. They actually hang out roughly in the right place to take the maximum damage from a thrown lightsaber if you back up a little bit.
You will die by my hand.
I believe this is our first reborn single saber user on this map. The reborn are still pretty dangerous. They're definitely a class above cultists. But when you're good, when you keep your distance, and when you have a favorable lightsaber configuration, you'll still stomp their shit.
You can't stop.
That's it. A cultist with a buddy is still probably the more dangerous combination. As seen here, I really did have to deal with him before worrying too much about the other guy. No, it's just
You will die.
poorly everything. I was a bit disappointed he didn't die from that initial stabbing. Kind of missed. I hit him a little bit, but not enough to kill him. Double hand Force Lightning though. After a rage. Seems to work very nicely.
Can't go that way.
That's the perch where the sniper was, if you can't tell from the disruptor rifle sitting on the edge there. Right where he fell off, strangely enough. It was refreshing actually seeing rockets do something, though.
A Jedi.
And one of these fights, possibly the first of its type. I don't know if we've had mixed saber wielders, but let me just say, Jedi difficulty, man.
I will break you.
I actually stood here so as not to accidentally knock him off. Because I'm thoughtful that way.
Come back here.
Decided to pull rage on me though, so I had to wait that out. Which is never a nice thing. I hate rage. I hate rage so much.
Find her.
This room you can completely skip. There's not much point to skipping it, it's just like Imperials. And only one with any amount of hit points. But, you know, you're able to. On Jedi difficulty, by the way, shield generators restore 75 shields, in case you didn't notice.
Let's see what you've got.
So that's nice. I feel fully justified in throwing away the non-saber wielding cultists, by the way. They're such a nuisance. These guys are a lot easier to kill with dual lightsabers because you can still block while you're throwing the one, I think. course, they're just annoying, no matter what. Their weapon doesn't even do that much damage. They're just a bitch to hit. And the game feeds you 3 of them in a row. I was more than a little annoyed with that fact. And then we got another one of these rooms, only this one is slightly different because it's vertical. And you can see what I said, what I meant though, right? I'm not crazy.
Who's there?
Casually dispatching a reborn and very little effort. Followed by another. Sadly, the saber staff wielding ones actually have a significant advantage over dual saber wielders, in my experience. By the way, this guy didn't even notice me, so I decided to put him down nicely. I imagine that's probably relatively painless.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, in my experience, the saber staff wielders do have an advantage over dual saber wielders just because of the way that their swings work and stuff. So I doubt those fights will be quite as smooth with Booster, but at least Jenny's got a pretty free ride to the end of the game, including everything I do off screen. That said, both alternative types of saber definitely have an advantage over regular ones. Here I was just showing something you can, like, it's time to turn off the slow motion deaths because there's so many saber wielders now. Here though, this section doesn't have any. It has a lot of guys in power armor. And it's a slow section because you have to line up your shots at guys technically outside your visible range and all that. The transition there was I went inside on both occasions and there's just nothing to be found really. That's all. So yeah, it's a fun enough section to play, but it's not a great one to watch. And it takes a long time. And, you know, excising it brought down my video's length by 2 minutes. So, you're welcome. And I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be something of an ambush where you get flanked, but he drops down early. And that guy's far enough away that he doesn't aggro until you're, you know. As long as you deal with the first one quickly and don't get him too far over, you shouldn't have any problems taking them on solo. Freaking hate the red guys. They're worse than the green ones, honestly. The green ones are push happy, but the red ones are counter happy. I think that's their thing. They counter every force power you try to use on them. And they push, of course, in close quarters. Another encounter with Imperials, not even remarkable at this point. Force Lightning 3 is very handy now. There are 4 force powers that are worth using in this game. And there's honestly kind of 4 that are not.
You fear me?
Thought I was going to show off the fun, you know, drop death there, but then he survived randomly. And usually that kind of fall would definitely kill. And here we've got a couple of remarkable things in the form of an ambush here, which I was not amused with. And, well, cloaking guys, more cloaking guys. And a golden one. Whatever they're calling it. A lot of balconies that don't seem to do anything, though. I guess they're sniper perches, but I don't know, they seem kind of unnecessary. As does a lot of the architecture here. You can drop him down the elevator shaft and he can't do anything to you. Once he's down there, by the way. I don't think enemies set off the elevators or anything.
Face me, Jedi. Huh.
Yeah, this room. 2 doors, 2 sliding doors, automatic sliding doors leading into the same room. Why? Is one of them the executive's only sliding door?
You are a coward.
And if so, why isn't it marked? Here's a fight I was tempted to just skip, but he is an advanced reborn, so I wanted to show off the fight. Also, we had a saber clash. Those are kind of rare. Anyway, level ends right through that door, so in the next part I'll see you with Booster in the next level, which, spoilers, it contains fire. See you there.